Hi, I'm Jeff Groh in San Diego, California, and we're here to talk about the Total Gym Pull-Up Challenge. If you've ever noticed the physique of a rock climber, of a gymnast, or even one of the most recent shows, the American Ninja Warrior, you can see the demand for that upper body strength, to be able to pull your weight. That's what this pull-up challenge is all about, to pull your weight, whether it's 100% of the body weight or a percentage of the body weight, to increase your baseline level of fitness with regards to pulling up. So let's get started with the basics of a pull-up. Before you do any challenge, you want to warm up. This could be a 5 to 10 minute walk. It can be a light dumbbell matrix where you're reaching in other directions, all three-dimensional movements. You can also lower the incline down and do a nice low-level pull-up, so something you can do 20, 30 times. Give yourself adequate rest, and let's start with the basics. The basic of a pull-up on the Total Gym. Most people can't do a full weight-bearing pull-up, so we're going to use this incline to find a level where you're able to comfortably do 10 to 12 repetitions, where it's challenging to do 1, and then even some power work where we lower the levels and work on tempo. So we get that upper body power, upper body strength, and grip grip endurance. A lot of endurance-based exercise here too. So the basics with the pull-up are, after you're done with a nice warm-up, you want to get your body on the glide board so where your chin can rest just gently on the top of the glide board. You're going to get a nice strong grip on the lap bars, preferably a little bit wider. And then what we're going to first work on is making sure that the glide board doesn't bottom out. If it does, you just slide the board underneath you a little bit more. Grab the handles. What we're going to first do is bring the legs up. They can hang off to the sides, or if you prefer keeping your legs crossed, sometimes this can give a little relief to the low back. So our first exercise is shoulder depression, meaning that we're going to work on just driving the shoulders straight down through the body. So it's just a small motion, and this is to get the activation in the right zone. We want to make sure that that scapulothoracic joint is stable for us to be able to pull from. So work on that awareness for about 30 to 45 seconds. You can do this before your workout or just throughout the day as well. Back and forth. Once you get that sense of movement, a lot of times people will retract up. You want to keep your chest down. So the chest stays down for full pull-ups. So when you come up into a pull-up, you don't come up into extension. So we keep the chest down, and then we work through that nice 2-second up, 2-second down tempo. No movement on the upper body. That's what I like about the Total Gym, is we don't allow that compensation. You see people trying to do real pull-ups. They're pulling their knees up. They're doing whatever they can to get up there. So that's your basics of the pull-ups. Nice, easy tempo, activating with that shoulder depression and a good, strong grip strength. Now the first thing we need to talk about is this baseline assessment. What you'll do is you'll raise the level up to the highest incline that you can get it to. You can either have it at the top level, or if you have a regular pull-up bar in a door frame, or even if you go to a park and there's a playground, you can see if you're able to pull your body weight up. If you can do a full weight-bearing pull-up on a bar, stay consistent with this program. You're going to work at higher levels and maybe even adding a little bit of weight to the weight bar. So for the baseline screen, or the baseline assessment, we want to have the inclines all the way up to the highest level. You're going to go through that perfect pull up again, where you're going to get your chest towards the top. And what you're doing is a full set of just back and forth, 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. You just keep going without pausing and without the glide board bottoming out, and you're going to record that number. That's your baseline measurement. That's your number to beat. Now, for example, if you cannot pull yourself up 1 repetition at the very top, what you're going to do is just lower it down 1 or 2 levels at a time. Give yourself a minute or 2 to rest, and then retry. Your job is to find the level where you can complete 1 pull-up. From there, you can either try to double that number or raise the incline up and be able to do the pull-up at the very top. Next is hang time. This is about grip strength. There's several zones here. We have a work zone, we have a hang time zone, a power zone, and a performance zone. These are all different techniques to help progress the muscle strength, endurance, and power at the same rate over the 30-day period. With the hang time, you're going to do this 1 to 2 times a week, maybe 2 to 3 sets per workout, where you're just going to move the glide board up, grab the lap bars, and just work on holding yourself in this position. Not the overstretched position, but the active shoulder stabilized position. And you're going to hold for time. That's another number that you can beat. You just do it for time, maybe a little bit more time or a higher level. Now we're going to get into the work zone. Work zone means we want to find the incline level where you can successfully do 8 to 10 repetitions. Now sometimes you may do 7, sometimes you may do 11. That's okay. The objective is to use that repertoire 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 sets per workout, where you find that level where you're right around that 10 repetitions. As soon as you're able to do more in good form, you're going to raise the level up the next workout. If you can't get to 7 or 10 that first time, you need to lower the incline down to find that work zone. That's 2 to 3 days a week. Power zone. This is about lowering the incline 2 to 3 levels from your normal work zone workout, because when we work with power, we're increasing the tempo of the movement. So we have to lower the incline a little bit to protect the shoulders and also to give ourselves a little bit of time to decelerate that weight. Now the power zone, same thing, 2 to 3 days a week, 2 to 3 sets per workout. You're going to find that level where you can spend about 45 to 60 seconds of continuous power pull-ups. What that means is you're going to come up rapidly, down slow. Up rapidly, down slow. Watch the chest, it wants to lift here, so keep that down. To progress, you can start to release the handles, coming down slow, explode up. Down slow, explode up. And if you want to play with different grips too, palms up, palms down, alternating. And this just really gives that muscle groove. There's a whole bunch of muscles that contribute to this. So we have strength, power, endurance. All three are there. Once you get through your workouts, that same thing with the power zone, with the work zone, then you're going to reassess on a weekly basis that performance test. So raise the level to the highest incline. You can go out to that regular pull-up bar. And don't forget that during any of the pull-ups, you can always change grips. If something bothers your shoulder, try palms up, brings the biceps in to help out. So you've got this performance zone. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your comments in the stats below. Feel free to share your progress and make this a great Total Gym pull-up challenge. So go pull your weight.